It's a beautiful day for remote learning, a beautiful day for a lesson. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a studently day in this beauty wood, a studently day for a lesson. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a student just like you. I've always wanted to teach in a classroom with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my student? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my student?
Hi everyone, welcome back to Miss Nichols' Neighborhood. It's me, your teacher, Miss Nickel. I'm here with my best remote teacher helper, my sister Kaylee Nickel.
Hi.
Hi. Today we are working on putting our subtraction strategies into using those to problem solve, okay? So today is all about problem solving and writing a number sentence, specifically a subtraction one, to then solve the problem, okay? So, I know this might seem, whoa, really different, but really, you're just using all the tools, all the strategies, you know, how to subtract with, to solve a story problem, okay? So, let's go ahead and learn or review the steps for problem-solving written story problems, because as you continue throughout grade levels, you're going to have more and more story problems that you'll be asked to solve, okay? So let's look up here. Our first step after reading a story problem will be to, one, understand the story problem. We'll have to underline what we know from the problem, circle what we need to find, and then I add a step where I'm going to ask you to put a box around the numbers in the problem, because I really want you to be able to see those. Then we're going to plan. Think about, how will I solve the problem? What do I need here? Then 3, we'll solve it. Today, by using a subtraction number sentence we're going to write. And number 4, finally, we'll check our answer and see if our answer makes sense. Okay? Let's go ahead. I'm going to walk you through those steps with our first problem. I'm going to go ahead and read it. Make sure you're listening very carefully. Yeah? It says, Kaylee, that's you, Kaylee bought 4 pizzas. She gave 3 of the pizzas to her sister. How many pizzas does Kaylee have now? Let me go ahead and read that another time for us, okay? Kaylee bought 4 pizzas. Yummy. She gave away 3 of the pizzas to her sister. How many pizzas does Kaylee have now? Okay, we have our problem. Let's go through the steps. 1, we need to make sure we actually understand the problem. We're going to start by underlining what we know, okay? So let's go back. I'm going to take my pencil and underline what we know. It says, Kaylee bought 4 pizzas. Do we know that? Does it tell us that?
Hippie.
Yeah. So I'm going to take my writing tool and underline, Kaylee bought 4 pizzas. And then it also says she gave 3 of those pizzas to her sister. It tells us that. We know that. So I'm still going to underline that. She gave 3 of the pizzas to her sister. Okay? Then we have to circle what we need to find. We need to find out how many pizzas does Kaylee have now? So you're going to circle the question they're asking you. So I'm going to do my best. I'm going to go ahead and circle. How many pizzas does Kaylee have now? Okay? The last step I want us to do is to put a little box, best we can, around the numbers we see. What's this number over here, Kaylee, you see?
4.
4, good. I'm going to put a box around it. Help me quickly see the number. Then what's the next number we see?
3.
3. I'm going to put a box around that too. I think it's really important to put a box around the numbers to help us quickly see it. Okay, we did step 1. We understand the problem. She has 4 pizzas, gave 3 away. We have to find out how many pizzas Kaylee has now. And we see our numbers are 4 and 3. Okay. Step 2, plan. Do you think this is going to be an addition, a plus? Is she getting more pizzas? Or do you think it's going to be a subtraction problem using the minus sign because she gave away pizzas? Does Kaylee get more pizzas? Or does she have some pizzas taken away? Away. Good job, Kaylee. So are we using addition or subtraction here? Minus, yes, subtraction, okay? So we understand it. We plan. We're going to use subtraction, minus. Now we need to solve it. We can do it. We're going to write the number sentence, okay? Let me use this color. How many pizzas does Kaylee start with?
4.
4. Nice job, Kaylee. So I'm going to write 4 right here. She starts with 4 pizzas. Then we already planned that this is a subtraction problem. So what sign do I need to put down here? Plus or minus? Take away.
Minus.
Thank you. Minus or take away. How many pizzas does she give to her sister? She gave 3 of the pizzas to her sister. How many pizzas does Kaylee give?
3.
3, yes. So we're going to write 3 here. 4 pizzas, gave away or take away 3. Do you remember what sign do we need to write to show that the answer is? What sign goes there?
Equals.
Yes, wow, Kaylee, you're on a roll. Equals. Okay? Now I have to do the subtraction. You have many tools you could use. You can use your fingers. Maybe you already know this. You could draw a picture. You could use a number line. You could use doubles to subtract. You could count back. Okay? You have a lot you could do. I think I'm just going to go ahead and make myself a mini number line. I really like to use that tool. A mini number line. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can use any tool you want to solve it, okay? So I have 4. And then how many do I take away, Kaylee?
3.
3. So I'm going to go back 3. 1, 2, 3. What number did I land on?
I say 4.
1. So 4 take away 3 equals
4.
1. Nice work. And I've finished my sentence. Wow. We've understood the problem. We planned subtraction. We think we've solved it. The last thing we need to do is check our problem. Let's see if it makes sense. Kaylee bought 4 pizzas. Okay, we got that.
Yeah.
She gave, ooh, that's kind of a sign. Gave, losing the pizzas, taking away, giving them, minus sign. 3 of the pizzas to her sister. How many pizzas does Kaylee have left now? Well, 4. Take away 1, 2, 3.
4.
1. So, did we solve the problem correctly?
Yeah.
Yes, we did. Yay! If you're just trying your best, following along at home, good job, okay? We're going to continue to practice these steps. Understand, plan, solve, and check. Kaylee and I will be back with another problem.
Okay.
We're back with our next problem, okay? We're going to go ahead, we'll read the problem, then we're going to go through the steps. 1, understand. 2, plan. 3, solve. 4, check. Okay? Let's go ahead. Make sure we're listening carefully as I read the problem. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. It says, Miss Nickel found 10 pencils. She gave 5 of them to her students. How many pencils does Miss Nickel have now? Okay, let's keep listening. I'm going to read it again, okay? Miss Nickel found 10 pencils. My lucky day. She gave 5 of them to her students. How many pencils does Miss Nickel have now? Okay, I see that I have a pretty intense story problem here. So I'm going to go over here. Start with step 1. Understand the problem. First, we underline what we know. Okay?
Okay.
The problem says Miss Nickel found 10 pencils. Okay, I know she had 10 pencils. So I'm going to underline that. That's information they're telling us. We know it. There's no question about it. We underline it. Then it says she gave 5 of them to her students. Okay.
Ooh.
Once again, is that a question? No, they're telling us. We know that Ms. Nickel gave 5 of the pencils to her students. So we'll go ahead and underline that piece of information as well. Okay. Let's see about the next part. How many pencils does Miss Nickel have now? Are they telling us that, or are they asking us a question? I see a question mark, so that means they're asking us a question. That means we need to circle it. That's what we need to find. How many pencils Miss Nickel has now? So I circle it. Okay? Then I'm going to go back and put a box around the numbers I see. That will help us visually see the numbers. So Miss Nickel found, what number is that, Kaylee? 10. Good. I'm going to put a box around it. Pencils. She gave how many away?
5.
5. Good. I'm going to put a box around that one. She gave 5 of them to her students. Okay. I think I understand the problem. We have to find out how many pencils Miss Nickel has now. Step 2. Plan. Is this going to be addition or subtraction? Think about it. Miss Nickel found 10 pencils. She gave some away. She gave 5 away to her students. Is Miss Nickel getting more pencils? That is addition? Or were pencils taken or given away? That it's subtraction? What type of problem is this?
Away.
Away. So it is subtraction. Okay, so we got in our head. We're going to do subtraction. Good. Planning for that. Step 3. We now need to solve it. We can do that. Okay. First, how many pencils did Miss Nickel start with? Look at the first box you did. How many, Kaylee? 10. Good. 10 pencils. Then we already planned that this is subtraction because she gave some away. She lost pencils. They were given away. Okay? So what sign do I need to write here?
Minus.
Minus. Thank you, Kaylee. Minus or take away. I look back at my writing. my story problem, see, what's the next number I put a box around? How many did she give away?
I say 5.
5, yes. 10 pencils, take away or gave away 5. Now what sign do I have to write to show the answer? What's the next sign?
Equals.
Yes, nice work, Kaylee.
Good, good.
I write equals, okay? I just have to finish solving it. For this one, since I know we have 10 fingers, I'm just going to use that. I have 10 fingers, or like I had 10 pencils.
Here.
I gave away, how many?
5.
5. So say goodbye to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many pencils did Miss Nickel have left?
5.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what's my answer?
5.
Yes, 5 pencils left. Yay, we solved the problem. The last thing we need to do is check the problem, okay?
Here.
So let's double check it. Instead, Miss Nickel found 10 pencils. Yep, we got that, good. She gave, shown with subtraction, 5 of them to her students. Yep, she gave 5 of them. How many pencils does Miss Nickel have now? Well, like I checked with my fingers, 10 take away 5 is still
5.
5. So, did we check our problem? Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yes! We did it! We had to understand the problem. We underlined, circled, and boxed important information. We planned it out. We found out we had to do subtraction. We solved the problem. And then we finally checked it and we feel good about it. That was yet another story problem, okay? Kaylee and I are going to get ready. We're going to do one more of these problem-solving stories together, okay? We're back with our last story problem where we are once again going to use the problem-solving steps, okay? We're just doing this last problem for a little more practice, but it's really going to require you to do your learning packets, put these steps to use, and remember all you've learned about subtraction to become more and more comfortable with these problems, okay? Let's look up here. We have our story problem we're going to read. Then we're going to make sure we, 1, understand the problem. Underline what we know. Circle what we need to find out, the questions asking us, and then put a box around important numbers to help us see it. 2, we're going to plan. Think about what we probably need to do to solve this. Is it addition? Is it subtraction? 3, we'll solve the problem. And 4, have to go back and check our work. Okay? Let's go ahead and read our problem. It says, Miss Nickel saw 8 cars in the street. Kaylee saw 2 cars in the street. How many more cars did Miss Nickel see than Kaylee? This is a tricky one. That how many more, that's an important phrase to learn. I'm going to reread this problem, okay? Miss Nickel saw 8 cars in the street. Kaylee saw 2 cars in the street. How many more cars did Miss Nickel see than Kaylee?
Okay.
Okay, let's go through our steps. 1, understand the problem. First, we're going to underline what we know, okay? We have to look back at the problem. It tells us Miss Nickel saw 8 cars in the street. Is that something we know? Yeah, it tells us it. So I'm going to go ahead and underline it. We know that. Let's see what's next. Kaylee saw 2 cars in the street. Is that a question or are they telling us that? They're telling us that. There's no question mark there. So we underline it. It's what we know. Kaylee saw 2 cars in the street. Okay? How many more cars did Miss Nichols see than Kaylee? Do we already know? Or is that what we have to find out? We have to find out. So that we're going to circle. Because that's the question. We're going to circle what we need to find out. Okay? How many more cars did Miss Nichols see than Kaylee? We also go back and put a box around the number so it's easy for us to see. Miss Nichols saw how many cars, Kaylee?
8.
8. Good. I'm going to put a box around that. Good. And then Kaylee, in the problem, how many cars did you see?
I think 2.
2. Very good. So I'm going to put a box around that. Good. Okay. I think we understand the problem. Next, we have to plan. Is this going to be an addition or a subtraction problem? I'm going to help you out here because this is a tricky one. That's why I wanted to do a problem with these words in it. When you see the words, how many more, that usually signifies or shows you it's a subtraction problem, okay? Because they want you to subtract how many someone else maybe had to see how many more the first person had. I know it's kind of hard for me to explain just on the spot right here, but when you see the phrase, how many more, you need to think subtraction, minus, take away. Okay, that's a big key word. How many more means subtraction. So I'm going to help us plan there. We need to do subtraction. Next, and it's time for us, step 3, to solve the problem. Let's reread through it and write our subtraction number sentence to solve. It said Miss Nichols saw 8 cars. How many cars did Miss Nichols see?
I think 8.
8. Good. So she saw 8. So I'm going to write that first number, the larger number right here. 8 cars. Then I know the phrase how many more means subtraction. So I'm going to write the plus or the minus takeaway sign.
minus,
Nice job, Kayla. We're going to go minus or takeaway however many cars Kaylee saw. Okay? Because Miss Nichols saw 8. We need to take away how many cars Kaylee saw to then find out how many Miss Nichols saw more. Okay? So how many cars, going to our next number, did Kaylee see on the street? How many?
I think 2.
2. Good. If you're doing your best to follow along at home and sing that as well, yes. 8. Take away the 2 cars Kaylee saw. Now what sign do I need to write here to show that 8 take away 2 is? What sign goes here?
equals,
Yes, thank you, Kaylee. Equals. Now it's time for my answer. Miss Nichols saw 8 cars. Kaylee saw 2. We're subtracting the 2 cars Kaylee saw to find the difference or how many more cars Miss Nichols saw. Okay? So it's subtraction. I can use any of the tools or strategies I know to solve this subtraction problem. I could use my fingers. I could count back. I could draw pictures. I can use a number line. A lot of tools. I think I'll go ahead and just to double check it, I'm going to draw pictures for this one. Okay? So there you go. There's 8 cars. So I'll draw 8 circles to show that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take away 2. 1, 2. Let's then count how many I have left, okay? Ready, set, count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many is left?
6.
6. Yes, all right, 6. Miss Nichols saw 6 more cars than Kaylee. And our last step, we can't forget it. 4, check that it makes sense. So it said Miss Nichols saw 8 cars. Yeah, we wrote that. Kaylee saw 2 cars. We have to take away how many cars Kaylee saw to find out how many Miss Nickel saw more of. Okay, then I check my problem. Since I did pictures, I feel pretty confident about it. 8 take away 2 equals 6.
6.
Do we feel good about our answer there?
Yeah.
Yes, so we've then checked our problem. Yay!
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I know this has been quite a lot here, okay? But this is where we're going to wrap up our lesson video. As you're continuing to put to practice your subtraction strategies or tools into problem solving and story problems, don't forget the steps. 1, make sure you understand the problem. 2, that you plan or think about what it is you need to do to solve it. 3, actually solve the problem. Put your plan into action. Finally, 4, check the problem, okay? Feel free to continue practicing this, rewatch this as you do your learning packet, okay?
Yeah.
Just try your best and have a great rest of your remote learning day. Bye, everyone.
I feel like